Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Conflicts. Today we'll be taking a look at Lumi, a new gaming drone from WowWee. Now this particular drone is actually very different from your typical one just because it allows you solely control it through an app versus a typical remote. Now in this case here, it's actually very interactive and actually plays games with you. So I'm really curious to see how that works. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the box. Alright, so this here is the box itself. As you can tell, it's actually very nicely graphic. Now, WowWee itself is a company that brought other robots, including the MiP robot as well as Chip. Both very, very nice robots, and I'm assuming this will be just as high quality as those. And over here kind of shows the app itself, kind of shows you the different colors here, so it looks like it might just be like a kind of game that they might have in here. And then over here is a device that kind of attaches to it, so it looks like it might be the Follow Me feature. So let's kind of flip that over here, and then on the back here kind of shows you a little bit more details on it. So it does say that there's games in here and that you can unlock new tricks using that in particular. So the more you play, the more different kind of tricks you unlock, so it keeps it very interactive and very fun. Then you can actually program it to the beat of your music, so you can actually have it kind of dance to songs, which is really interesting. And then you can actually fly it typically with just the typical controls that are on the app itself. And then it does have a follow me feature where it will actually follow you kind of wherever you walk. So let's go ahead and open this up just a little bit more and see what's on the inside. So it looks like it just kind of slides right out like that. And then over here we have another box, so go ahead and slide this open. And then, there we go. So we have a drone right over here. And then over here looks like maybe the charger. And then we have a packet up here. So let's go ahead and take out this packet. Alright, so the packet itself has a quick start guide. So you want to go ahead and power it by inserting the battery, and then you download the app and you connect it to it, and then you just kind of fly it. Then it shows the different kind of features in here on the back. There's a free flight control, beat to the music kind of feature, as well as choreography. So I'll put that to the side, and then here is more in detailed instructions, user manuals, kind of showing the content. So you have the drone, you have the pod, a clip, as well as rechargeable battery and a USB cable. And then these are all different languages depending on where you're from. So let's go ahead and remove the drone and go ahead and give it a test flight. Alright, so here are the contents that it comes with. Now this here is the drone itself. It's made out of plastic material, and it doesn't come with any fan pieces, so I would be very careful trying to like fly it around and hopefully you don't break anything. But it does have a very nice guardrail that kind of protects all four corners of it, so I don't think you'll have a problem with that. And then over here on the bottom you can actually see the inner workings of it, which is interesting. Then I believe the battery itself right here kind of just clips right in, so I haven't really exactly seen how that works yet, but we'll go ahead and open up the battery and plug it in. Alright, so this here is the battery itself. Usually these batteries are not in some kind of casing. It's more or less the battery itself with a wire on it. So I really like seeing this where the battery has a casing on it and it just kind of plugs right in. So let's go and try this out. So from what I'm seeing, it just kind of goes like that. So that's really cool. And then there's an LED on the top that's now blinking, and actually has a very cool look to it. So let's go ahead and fire up the app here and see how that looks. Alright, so I have the app ready to go. So it's currently searching for the Lumi. Alright, so we have everything set and ready to go. Let's go ahead and just start off with the free flight mode and see how this works. So here we are. So let's try this out. Kind of nervous, but let's go ahead and see how this works. Oh, then mole. Let's go into a bigger area and try this out, because I don't think it's going to actually work over here. It's kind of scary in a way just because the room itself has a lot of different lighting on it, so I don't think it's actually a very good idea to fly it in this vicinity. So let's go ahead and go somewhere else and try it out. Alright, so we're all set and ready to go. I have my app ready to go as well. I brought the drone downstairs just because I wanted to get a better space to fly it rather than the studio upstairs. So let's go ahead and take off this little guy and see what happens. Alright. So there's our drone. Oh, there he goes, and there he's back. There you go. So yeah, pretty simple controls. It's very typical to a typical drone. However, this one we're actually using an app, so that's a little different for me. I myself own a drone, but you know, this one actually is a little bit smoother than that, but it does have a trick. So let's go ahead and try that out. So let me go and break it down just a little bit. There you go. So it did like a nice little flip there. Very typical on drones. But yeah, if you guys didn't see that, I'll try that again. Go get a little closer for you guys, and there we go. And then yeah, so I'm just going to land that. So this kind of gives you an idea of what the drone's about. So let's go and try out some of the games and try that out as well. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is try out the Lumi to the Beat app. Now there's a game that comes with this. All you really have to do is first turn on your beacon, and then what the beacon does is it allows the drone to fly over it, kind of hover over it, and then just kind of signals where it should stay. So if you actually move it, it'll actually follow it. So it's kind of interesting. So it says to go ahead and place it flat down like so, and then we'll go ahead and line this up right above near it so it actually sees it because it has different sensors, and then we'll go ahead and load up the app and try this out. So I have it all set up. I turned off the lights so you guys can see the colors. Theoretically, the way it works is that the drone itself will blink a color, and then you actually have to press the color on your actual screen. So you can actually use your own song, but I'm going to go ahead and use their song for now. As you can tell, the drone is blinking red, and then I have a little screen that looks like this. And then all I have to do is follow it, and whenever the color changes, I have to press it, and if I miss it or if I don't press it in time, I'll go back down, and it does keep a high score. So I'm going to go ahead and try playing this, and I'll actually say all the colors that I'm pressing at the same time, just so you guys can get a better idea. But let's go ahead and try this out. So it says to start up the sequence by pressing the colors on the drone. So I'm going to press red, yellow, green, and blue. Alright, so there you go, it's flying. It's about to start. There we go, yellow, green, blue, green, blue, green, red, blue, yellow, red, green, red. No, this is actually dancing, that's so cool. Oh, blue, red, green, red, blue, yellow. I think we need more space for this. Yellow. Oh no. Blue. Red. Whoa. No. Come back. So yeah. So obviously, what it's trying to do is it's trying to dance around the drone, the beacon itself, which is really cool. Unfortunately, we don't have enough space here to actually try that feature. But it just kind of gives you an idea exactly what it's capable of. So it's really cool. So let's go and try out the other features as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at Build a Choreography. Now this here is actually allows you to kind of program your own sequences, and then you'll see it fly around. So for instance, if I go into the sample one, this will actually allow you put your own song in here. In this case, they have the Lumi song, and then it'll like blink red, so you can change the colors. It'll blink blue. For an X period of time, it'll do these different motions here, so you can actually pick it, meaning like it'll spin, it'll go up, it'll do like a turbine. So you got a lot of different controls here, so that's really neat. Obviously, you know, it's a little difficult to do in such a small space, but just kind of gives you an idea of what other capabilities that this Lumi has. Alright, well that gives you a rough idea of what Lumi's about. Obviously we haven't really gone into the details of the beacon as well as the choreograph action of it, but there's a lot of potential with it. And I'll definitely go ahead and follow up with another video about this, just so you guys can see when there's actually more room as well as the weather getting a little bit better. But right now I just wanted to tell you that this is actually a very, very good high quality drone, just because of the fact that you don't really see too many drones that add a gaming aspect to it and just typically flying in just like a normal drone. I do think this is very house friendly, and it's actually very easy to use, and it's actually quite fun, and it actually has a lot of play value to it. I really like the actual design of it as well as the colors. It's a very nice neutral color to it, and it's actually got a very nice professional look. Otherwise, if you guys had any questions, feel free to comment down below. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.